Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really does mean so much. So today's video is going to be my weekly shop, my stash. I've come on camera just because I want to explain that I've been doing some more reorganising. I did my vanity not so long ago and I wasn't happy with the inside of the drawer. Like, all the face products looked a mess. Every time I came on to do the weekly shop my stash, it was just a little tray and loads of face products and it just looked a mess. So I've come, I'm happier with the way it looks now, and I wanted to just come on camera and let you know that, and obviously show you what it looks like now. It just doesn't look a mess anymore, and I've managed to categorise them in like a little storage container. So yeah, I've changed some storage containers around. I did have a storage container in my kitchen like for all pasta and things like that, so that one is holding my highlighters, which you'll see as well today, and also the one that was holding my highlighters is holding my face products, powders and eye products like eyebrow pencils, eyeliners and mascaras. So yeah, we'll go through that now. I just wanted to come on camera and let you know that you will be seeing a different setup. So yeah, let's get into it. Right guys, so I'm going to try and not make this video too long. I'm just going to tell you what I'm putting back in the collection and then we'll choose new items. So this one is going back. I've used it a few times and I've really been enjoying using it. It's the Urban Decay Naked Free. Again, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I did talk quite a bit about it on the Shop My Stash review. I'll just open it up and show you the shades that I used. Yes. So I went in with this base shade all over. Is that called Stark? Strange. I've not used any of these. I've used Limit. I love that shade, Limit, just as a crease shade. And I used, I think, Nuna. I can barely see these. And then I used Limit all over the eyelid and it looked really pretty. I didn't get a picture though, so I can't add it to the end of the video, but I have got a picture of me using, I think it was this shade here, Trick, and the rest of the eyeshadows were the same, so I'll probably put that at the end of the video. So that one is going back with my other Urban Decay Naked palettes. So we'll leave that there. Again, I've not managed to use anything from here. This is Project Pan. I will leave my Too Faced Project Pan eyeshadows here. I'm hoping to use 6 in 2020. I'm not doing too good, to be honest, just because I've got other palettes that I'm using. There are 6 eyeshadows in here that need to be used up. I'm hoping by the end of the year, but we'll just have to see how we go with this. 1 week I'm just going to have to use Project Pan items only, but it's not going to be this week. Then we've got this one. I absolutely love this palette. I've not got that much use out of it. I've only used it for a couple of days. The plastic's somewhere. I've got it here. Let's have a look, and then I can tell you the shades that I've used so far. I think 5 of the shades I've used. So I've used Hold Up. I've used Barbie. I love that shade. It is so pretty. I've got a picture of that as well, so I can put that at the end of the video. I'm wearing check today, so I'll take a picture of that and put that at the end of the video. Today I used Limit out of the Urban Decay Naked palette, just all in my crease, and then I used Side Chick to deepen it out, and I used Independent all over the eyelid just to give that base. So yeah, I have still got quite a lot of shades to use. I definitely want to be using these metallic shades before it goes back, so I'm going to keep it in for another week and then we'll put it back next week. I still will be pulling a palette though guys, just because I've got quite a lot of those iHeart makeup palettes that I need to be testing. So this is the foundation. I've not just been using this one, I've been alternating between this one and the Bourjois City Radiance, but yeah, I'm really getting to the last bits of this foundation and then we can pull in another one that I want to use. I want to get as much of the older foundations out of my collection as possible, so that just gets stored like that because I want it all to go to the top. Then we've got this PS Bronze Highlight and Glow, and still I've not used any of the highlighters there. It's just this Sundown shade, just to give myself that glow when I use a matte bronzer. I've used this today. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and it used to stay in my everyday makeup drawer, but I wasn't using it, so when I switched everything around earlier, I thought I'd just put it here. There is only a little bit of powder left, so we'll just keep it there. Then I have this Revolution Radiance palette. I think I've used it about once, and I think it was only for this shade here. So I'm going to keep it in this little palette for another week and see if it can get some use. And then this one, I know I should put it back. I know, guys, I should. And I have used it probably about 3 or 4 times. But guys, it is so pretty, and I do just want to use it for another week. But yeah, I really enjoy using that, so I'm going to keep this in for another week. I'll probably just pull a couple of singles of blushes and maybe one highlight into the collection, sorry, into the everyday drawer for this week. So that's everything. So that's all that's staying. There's quite a lot there. So I'm just going to be pulling one more palette, which will go here. And yeah, so that's that. So let's put that back. I just can't believe how much better it looks. So we've got the Kiko blush in Blending Wave 04. This one is going to be going back. I don't need to show it you because I showed it you on Monday. So that can go back. This MAC Soft and Gentle always stays in here. So yeah, that'll be staying in. This one is going back. I have used it a few times, probably about 3 times, and I'm still not absolutely loving it. So I think I might actually declutter this when I come to my highlighter declutter. Then this one is the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Bronzer. I'm doing so well with this. I should definitely put this in a project pan. I mean, yeah, I should do that. I mean, I might do yet, but I have got a few bronzers that are kind of project pan. I've got my Chanel one, that Universal Chanel, Tan de Soleil Chanel, or whatever it's called. And yeah, that's a cream bronzer, so that really needs to be used. Either used or basically decluttered from the collection, just because I don't enjoy it. It just looks too orange on me, I find, even though it's meant to be a universal bronzer. But yeah, I really do like this one, so this one is going back in the collection. So now we've got hardly anything in here. Then we've just got all these products here. So we've got a couple of eyeshadows, well actually 3 eyeshadows there. Then we've got like a foil. I did use this, so maybe I should put it back. Yeah, I'll put that one back in the collection as well because I did use it. This is just like a lip product. Basically, if you've got a cream lipstick on and you want it matte, you just put a bit of this on and it makes it matte, which is nice. Still not used this. The highlighter needs to go there, so I remember to use it. Then we've got primers here. So we've got, it's kind of like a miscellaneous mishmash. So we've got this one. Let's have a look. It's the Mally Perfect Prep Poreless Primer. And this was actually with my lipsticks just up there, which is not wanting to focus. I'll show you in a minute. It was just up there and I wasn't getting use out of it, so I put them both in here. The kind of like the bigger primers that won't fit in my primer drawer. And then we've got the Nivea Daily Essentials. Love that one too. That one's more for hydrating, and then obviously that one's more for my pores around my nose and cheek area. A few lip balms, a lip scrub, more lip balms there, and then some gels there. Right, so now we're getting to the face products, and I absolutely love how this has turned out. It still looks quite full here. So we've got the Bourjois City Radiance, that's going back. We've got the PS Beauty Strobing Cream in Pearl, that one's going back. I always keep that in so that can stay. I've also managed to put this here. They're the e.l.f. Shade Adjusting Drops. Don't really use them, but they're there if I need them. This Missa BB cream is going to go into my foundation drawer now. I've used it for that Try It Thursday, and again, it's looking pretty empty. I need to start using this a little bit more as well. And then powders. So the e.l.f. powder, So the e.l.f. powder is going to go back, and we'll pull the Laura Mercier one because I do rotate them, and they're the two under eye setting powders I have. Right, so I've been using this NYX HD Studio finishing powder, and I've used it quite a bit this week, and guys, I don't think I like it at all. I am going to finish it off because I hate waste, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, when you put it on, it kind of feels like concrete on your face. It feels like quite drying. It's okay now because I've like put some of this spray on that's in this NYX Dewy Finish bottle. It's my e.l.f. Dewy like setting spray. It's okay, it looks okay now, but like when you just powder it, it just felt a little bit dry. It didn't show any like cracks or anything like that like concrete would, but yeah, I don't think I like it, so I'm going to be using it up and then I won't repurchase that one. This one is going to stay in here. This is the MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder. I do want to use this up, and I have really been enjoying it this week, just to, when I bronze up, like to kind of sculpt out the contour where I've bronzed. So really enjoy that. So that's what's in so far, and then all these products pretty much stay in. So we've got the False Lash Queen mascara, the Kiko mascara. I've got this Ardell brow building fibre gel thing, which isn't the right shade for me, so I'll probably be decluttering that soon. The e.l.f. brow pencil. Then I've got a MAC eyeliner, so when I use that Essence one, I might use this one. This one is in the shade Graph Black. I've also got this tiny little one that I found in somewhere else in this drawer. That's because of how messy it was, so I want to use that up. Then we've got the glitter glue, the Essence But First Espresso, and then the Stila Smudge Pot in Kitten. So I do need to start using that soon. But yeah, it's really, you know, I really like the way it looks. Looks so much better. So we've got the Kleenex blotting tissue, like not tissues, but what are these called? Shine absorbing sheets, and I do need to start using these because I do get oily around the nose, so that'll be good for that. Then at the back here we've got my Lacura Pink Clay and Golden Glow Multi-Mask, which I do need to start using, and then my palette here, my 9-pan palette with my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, which I want to do a look with soon as well. And then we've just got some bobbles and clips back there, but yeah, I really like this setup a lot better than I did. So now let's go and shop my stash, guys. Right, so we're in my powders, so we're just going to pull the Laura Mercier because we're going on rotation. Oh, I've dropped that now. It's just the Secret Brightening Powder. There's not actually that much left now. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, we're going to be using that. And then I don't need a pressed powder because I've got that MUA one. So we're just going to pull a loose one. And let's see which is up next. So it's telling me my Too Faced one's up next. So we will pull that one. And then the collection one I can't remember, we just put it at the back because I know I have used that one recently, and I was actually thinking about decluttering that, but I don't actually mind it. I just don't like the smell of talc. So then, like bronzers, so this one's up next. So we've got the Too Faced Bronze Peach it's the Melting Bronze Powder in Toasted Peach. Now, can you hear that? I got this from TK Maxx and it was loose and it came out of the pan. So then I got some nail glue and glued it into the pan and it's come back out again. So I might have to go on the hunt and try and find that glue. If I can't find it, I don't know, maybe get some super glue or something like that. But yeah, it's not lasted that long, the glue on the pan. I don't like the fact that it's like loose like that because it falls all over the place. But yeah, let's pull that anyway. So I think we'll just pull the one bronzer. Blushes we don't really need because I've got that palette, that Primark palette, but I really feel like I should be pulling something. Pardon me. Yeah, let's pull this one. This one is on the chopping block. And I've said for so long now, I don't know whether I want to keep it in the collection. I was going to do a W7, like try it Thursday with W7 products, but I haven't actually got that many. I've only got an eyeshadow palette and this, so I won't be doing that because I don't want to be going buying all the products. What else? Yeah, that's it. So we will pull this highlighter. This is the Primark PS Beauty Mermaid Glow. Let's pull that one. And maybe pull these 17 Dazzle the Night Shimmer Rocks. I've not used these in a while. So that's that. And I don't need my Primark Glow Intensity Spray just because I'm using this one up. This is just an empty bottle. It's the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist that's in that NYX bottle that I showed you earlier, so I'll be using that until it's gone, and then obviously I'll get another one just because I don't really like this Primark one at all really. I tend to use it just to like set my makeup more than anything, set my foundation. So that's that's what's in that drawer. Right, let's talk about this. So this here was holding like my pasta in the kitchen and other miscellaneous bits of food, so I brought it out of my cupboard drawer and I pretty much swatched, I pretty much changed what was here for this, and the highlighters and things just fit really nicely. So yeah, I had the free one here, the one with like this here, and I don't need it. It's better to have that space in my everyday makeup drawer, to have that storage there, than in here. If I can fit all my highlighters here, which I can, they're all like falling, so I'll have to sort that out later. But yeah, and then this is a bit of I don't need all these blushes, so this will be getting decluttered soon. It's just I really love blush, guys, and this is probably going to be one of the harder categories. When it comes to highlighters, if they're too dark for me, I'll just declutter them without a problem, like this one. I know I paid quite a bit for it, but it's just not the right shade for me. I can use this, but what's the point in keeping hold of if someone else can get the use from it? So I'm thinking I might put this on Depop. Right, and then one of the other trays, one of these smaller trays here, I needed for the everyday makeup drawer, and they were holding these palettes here. I thought to myself, well, if I need it, I'll go back to Wilko and get another one, but I think it looks fine as it is there. So yeah, I think I'll just leave that like that. So in regards to palettes and things like that, I don't need to pull one just because I have pulled one. But I did really want to use this. So maybe I'll put those two single highlighter palettes back and use this. Let me show you what she looks like. I'm sure I've shown you in the past. It's just a beautiful palette, and you can use some of these highlighters as eyeshadows as well. So yeah, I really want to try this out. I got it before Christmas and I was going to take it my mum's for over Christmas, but I never did. I took something smaller, so I've not really used this, and it's just the BH Cosmetics Duo Light Highlighter 9 colour palette. So we're going to be using that. Put these two back. Can always pull them next week. So yeah, that's, you know what this drawer looks like. So yeah, it looks a bit more fuller because it doesn't have the tray in there now, but I don't mind it looking like that. Just put them like that. That looks better. And then I don't need anything from here. I mean, I do need to start pulling some of these eyeshadow pencils. I might pull this one, the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one is in the shade, what is it? Champagne Diamonds. I don't know if that's going to pick up, but it's for blue eyes. So yeah, we'll pull that. I can always just use that as an inner corner highlight. And then that's it. So then we're going to go down to the last drawer, and I'm only pulling one of these palettes, so let's have a look at them. We've got 2 of these palettes left, and then I can do the review on the I Heart makeup. I might even do a try it Thursday with one of these because it will be new to me because I've never ever used it. So I think it's going to be this one because the other one is more cool toned. So I'll show you what they look like. Right, so that one really isn't me. It's very, very cool toned, and I don't normally wear cool toned eyeshadows. I am going to try it out for the, obviously, the review, but I can see me decluttering it just because it's not really me, and I do want to have like 1 or 2 cool toned eyeshadow palettes, but I don't think that's one of them, sorry. And then this one is really, really beautiful. Ignore my pyjama bottoms. This one's really, really beautiful. I think I'll be using that this week, and as you can see, it's barely been touched. I think that one has been swatched more than this one has, so let's go ahead and pull this for the week. This is the 2nd week in a row I've done this. Forgot to pull foundation, so we have got one. I just want to pull another one, and again, the one that I've got is matte, so I really do need to pull a glowy one. Wake Me Up is up next, so I guess we should be pulling that. It is too dark for me though, as you can see. Sorry about this, my external light's gone off. It's the Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Foundation. It's got an SPF of 20, vitamin C in it. It's a skin brightening foundation, and it's in the shade 100 Ivory. I don't know if they do this in porcelain, but when I bought it they didn't. That's why I got the lightest shade. I suppose I could put the e.l.f. Adjusting drops in, but I think I might try it with this. This one is slightly lighter, so this one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix. So let's go ahead and try those 2 together. If that doesn't work, I can always try a different foundation in here. I have got a few lighter ones, but just not very many. A lot of them are pretty much too dark for me, but like I say, I have got the e.l.f. shade adjusting drops as well. Right, so I'm just going to go through the new items that I pulled. So we've got this I Heart makeup. Which one is this? That's the golden bar, so we're going to be using that this week with this I Heart makeup. I think it's rose gold, isn't it? Oh, chocolate rose gold, which is a dupe for the Huda one. And then all the rest of the palettes are the same, so I don't need to go through all that again. Then let's go into my everyday makeup drawer. So everything's all the same there, no new products there. Then here is obviously the bronzer that we're going to be using for the week, but I think I'm going to be using this as well because this has got some Project Pan contour shades in there that I want to pan, which is what I did last week when I only pulled the one bronzer, and it worked out quite well, so I'm getting some use out of that. Then we've got this W7 blush, which is a complete dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury ones. So this one is Blush Bubble blush OMG. Let's see if I can open it up for you. Can you see, do you see what I mean? It's such a dupe for them. But yeah, we're going to be testing that out. Then of course we've got the palette here, which is a beauty. I absolutely love this one. These products have all stayed the same. Foundations, I've just put those 2 foundations in, and then the rest of the products are the same in there. So then we've got the Too Faced, what is this? Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. That one is a holy grail for me. I absolutely love it and wouldn't think twice about repurchasing it. Yes, it's like compared to drugstore, it is quite expensive. But so is this one actually, and I don't like this half as much as I do the Too Faced one. So this is the Laura Mercier, why can I never remember this name, Secret Brightening Powder in the shade 1. So I'm just trying to use that up, and I won't repurchase that one either. And then here is just like eye products. So we've got mascara, brow products, glitter glue, eyeliners, just things like that. And then there's a Stila smudge pot there. Then we've got my Makeup Geek eyeshadow there, and then just a mask there, and a few miscellaneous bits and pieces here. This, if you're wondering what this is, they're like eye guards for you to do your eyeshadow. I never use them, but they're there if I ever need them. So this is what it's looking like. It's looking so much better than it was. Like, I only used to have one of those there for all my face products, and it was always like piled high, and I could never find like things like this, tiny things, and I was getting a bit frustrated with it. So I really do like this, that this is in here. So yeah, this is my weekly Shop My Stash, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've not already subscribed and become part of my little fam, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.